I'm here. Can you hear
Ah,
me?
there she is. Yes. Look at that smile.
Perfect. Hi, guys. How are you? Thank you for having me. Um, all right, my journey. Well, I mean, I could go back to the age of 5 because that's when I believe like weight started to like be a factor in my life, truly. But the best way I can describe this, well, I guess I'll just say it. I've lost 16 pounds in 4 weeks. Like I don't even get it. Brett will tell you that story. I was literally like bugging him like crazy on day 11 saying, tell me why. Why is this? I don't understand. I was eating right. It's not like I'm not eating. I was doing, I mean, I'll be honest, real transparency. You're always going to get real from me no matter what. I don't work out as much as I should. Like I just don't. And I didn't start either when I started this. Like, so I just kept everything the same. And I was like, I don't get it. And so I was driving him crazy, probably trying to get a hold of him one day. And he'll explain why he thinks that's probably happening for me. But it's way more than weight, you guys. It's way more than weight. 16 pounds is really cool and life changing. Yes, in 4 weeks for me. But what's really life changing is I, the way that I can best describe it is I think it activated my willpower. It used to be a really challenge. It used to be a real challenge for me to try and eat right. Meaning I did try and make good choices. But I don't know if you guys can relate, but like this battle that you play in your brain, like I know that I shouldn't eat that. I know I shouldn't, and I'm telling myself I shouldn't, and I'm gonna eat this. But oftentimes this devil back here would win. And then I felt like total shame for myself. Like, you know better, you should do better, right? And this game would play in my head constantly. So when they said food noise, like you've heard that word food noise on here several times when people are discussing, I didn't even know what that was. And when they said it's might help with your food noise, I was like, food noise? I don't know what food noise is until I don't have food noise. Now I know exactly what they're talking about, and you will too. I don't even have that guy in the back of my brain, that devil on my shoulder saying, you should eat that. You guys, I'm on vacation and I have made the best choices, and it's not even hard. Not even hard. Like I just went into an amazing restaurant tonight. And of course, like you have to eat, like you have to order a piece of blueberry pie when you're in Maine, right? We're in Maine and they're famous for their blueberries. So I was like, we got to order a piece of blueberry. One bite is all I needed. You guys, I would have eaten the whole pie, the whole piece. I ate one bite and that was absolutely enough. I just wanted to taste it and experience it, but I didn't need it. And so then it was really easy to put my fork down. I cannot wait for you guys to activate your willpower because that's I think the biggest deal. It's literally making life simple. My simple against food. Food doesn't have control over me anymore.
How many of these did we get tonight? So good. Activating the willpower is just a powerful thing, you guys. And with that, it brings so much inner confidence, right? As well. Can you guys feel her confidence? I just got chills actually when I said that. And just feel just how the emotion behind the excitement of what she's experiencing, like she said, that willpower. And then the two little friends, well, one was over there doing other things, right? But Shauna, thank you. Dr. Brett, go for it.
Oh my gosh. So literally she did bug me. I was at the lake, actually, what happened. And I'm like, look, I don't have good service right now. I'll call you when I'm traveling. And I was kind of curious too. She's like 11 pounds in 13 days. And I'm like, what? Right. And so I had to kind of wrap my mind around this. And I said 11 pounds in 13 days, but you said she's total of down of 16 pounds right now. All right. So her body shifted something massively. Okay, so where it was starting to burn fuel that it had stored for a really long time, that hasn't stopped. Just so you guys know, even though she shows only 5 more pounds, that have lost, there's a huge amount of basically fat tissue her body is burning while it's building muscle. Because she'd been doing the work of the muscles, but her body wasn't burning off what's in the closet, right? So the willpower is there. And I love the way you described that. My wife described it as she's no longer hangry. Like, so instead of like feeling like I got to have something now, I'm going to rip somebody's face off, right? And making a decision where I just can't stop. Just like, I have time in my head to make food, right? And the other thing that hit me is what you said at 5, you knew there was a problem. Okay, so our children know that there's a problem and they feel like they have no willpower, which means they have no self-esteem, right? But that's because now food overrules them and they think they should be able to handle it. Now, I'm not going to get into all the whys and what that is as far as the food industry and stuff that's put in your food, but just know I've never seen a kid throw a fit for not getting broccoli, but I've thrown a lot of kids, seen a lot of kids throw fits for, not getting Cheez-Its, right, or Cheetos. There's stuff in your food that make you crave. And so this is giving the willpower back because it's allowing the communication and those hormones to work like they're supposed to. And this is not for people that, whether you feel like you're overweight or not. My own sister passed away from an eating disorder. Okay, no matter how thin she was, she still felt fat. She still saw her health as something fat. So food had a different control over her, right? I was having heard a conversation where somebody that struggled with something like that said that they have a better relationship with food now because of this activation. That struggle with a similar thing that my sisters did. And for me, that hit me hard. I'm like, guys, this is much bigger than weight loss. Like this is us feeling like we have that willpower because the hormones are working like they're supposed to. So yeah, I'm excited. And the science is just more and more as you read it, it's like it validates it. But you don't have to know the science to know it works, right? To feel the experience. And so Shauna, thank you. And I'm actually glad you brought me because I was trying to wrap my head around why it worked. But what we know is this is a pathway. It's there. It's been designed. We didn't have the capacity yet to activate it naturally and get the body to make the hormone. We now do, and it's going to be giant for people, and it's going to give them that willpower back. So imagine having this for a 5-year-old that struggled with that then. Like what? I mean, Shauna's confidence is unreal anyway, right? But especially now. But imagine like if people felt like they had control over food versus food control over them, right? And I think you're gonna see and think about any type of addiction in my mind too, basically that craving cycle. So that's what's happening. And so just know, like I would love to know, Shauna, like inch wise where you're at. Just have to tell us. But like I said, I know the inch loss has continued to go, even though the pounds didn't keep dropping the same. I know that because the body is now taking that storage and removing it, burning it, and that's why she still feels like the willpower is there. But I know dress sizes and way her body feels
Yeah. So the way my body's built, if you guys don't know me, my daughter calls me a blob on stilts because I like in the sweetest way, because it's kind of true. Like I'm round around the belly and I have little tiny skinny legs. And she came home from college after 2 weeks. She hadn't seen me like in 2 weeks, right? Which was pretty cool because I just started this system. And she said, Mom, leggings are supposed to be tight. So I was already like losing weight in my legs, but then she goes, Whoa. And I am down 2 inches in my waist. So